Hello guys and girls, Ketaros here, and today we're gonna be talking about a subject which I have been waiting to talk about it. We have been walking around this subject and never touching. Today we're gonna touch on the subject, how we describe properly the actor, what's happening in the scene, what's happening in the picture, in illustration, how we organize the elements there, how we classify the elements there. In the end of this video, I'm sure you're going to be able to describe what you're trying to do much better in a way that MidJourney will understand you much better, and you're going to be really in control of the results and the elements on your art. Okay. Well, first let me start saying that I noticed the urgency of this video watching how many people are doing prompts. And first, let me put something very clear. Whatever you write, MidJourney will give you art. You can. I have seen a video from a great friend of mine, Olivio. He made a video the other day that he was speaking blah blah blah, blah blah blah, and MidJourney gives an art. So MidJourney will give art with anything. So you can go this route and have total no control, just the lucky of the draw, what's gonna happen. And maybe sometimes it's amazing because you know what? MidJourney has a lot of knowledge, a lot of intelligence to try to guess what you're trying to do and give you the best you can do. So, and that's why it's not uncommon that you see on the top galleries of MidJourney, people sometimes they just wrote like a blue dolphin jump in the moon and get something amazing that because MidJourney created something amazing with those words. So I believe that's the main problem, by the way, that many people feel that AI is, we are not doing art with AI. We are just throwing words and AI is doing all the work. And here on the AI artist, I believe that we have to be in the control, and AI is the biggest partner, the biggest tool and partner to do what we want to do. Okay, so we're gonna be at the same time art directors and also artists, and this is how we're gonna be on this thing. And the MidJourney has to be working more and more as someone that, as I said, as a partner to us. Okay, so today talk about subject. Let me open here a little bit the prompt structure that I'm thinking. The way I'm seeing right now, the structure that I'm thinking right now that we're gonna be talking, and I think it will be good for us to talk. It's pretty much like this. I would say this is the kind of the basic. Oops, I'm sorry. I was not sharing my screen. No. Okay. So this will be kind of the basic structure of a prompt. The way I see, I know that MidJourney, even in the tutorial, they put on just three parts. I rather divide a little bit more. I'm adding the setup in the beginning. And by the way, setup, we have been talking a lot about setup in the past videos, cameras, position. We have been talking about this. This is all setup, okay? And type of scene, and etc. The setup. Then we have the subject. And subject here now I'm dividing in three parts that we're going to be talking today. I'm dividing in subject, interaction, surroundings, and then we have the tag, the styles, the parameters, everything else. So I have been talking about all around this, and I never stopped to talk about this. And today we're going to be talking about this. So let's jump to the MidJourney now, and let me explain a little bit more about how we have to start tackling this. Okay. So here in MidJourney, if I just write, for example, imagine dancing girl. If I put a dancing girl. MidJourney will give me a dancing girl, and one thing that normally people start doing here, okay, and this is one thing that I want you guys to not do because that's totally giving away the control. Is look for example, beautiful girl dancing rock. Smiling and comma, and put something and let MidJourney build for you. I won't do that, but although I will show that in the end I can even do that because I already have the thing under my control. So I'm gonna put here dancing girl. Now we have, as I said, the art of a girl dancing, which is pretty much basic. So now I'm gonna put here imagine. I'm gonna put the dancing. I'm gonna put now dancing and smiling girl. As you see, I maybe I could do just girl comma, smiley, comma, dancing. This would give me result as well. But I'm doing now one thing that's most important to MidJourney. I'm being semantic correct. I'm letting the language processing understand what I want. Both things will work because, as I said, he will understand that's not something hard for it to do. But now I have dancing and smiling girl. And by the way, you never use, for example, everything that is intangible. So we have a second structure of prompt that would be like this. Let me stop here now to give you the structure of my building up here. I'm building up a structure for the subject inside this. So we're gonna get this part here and we're gonna build the structure pretty much like this. We're gonna give the actions, the expressions, the type, the action, interaction. So what I'm doing now is this. I'm giving an action and I give expression. Dancing and smiling girl. Okay, girl is the actor. I'm not talking about the type yet. So first that we gotta understand about the subject is what's the limit, how you organize better for MidJourney understand. So what I'm doing here, I will give an action, an expression, and a type. I can give actions, expressions, and types. Let's continue playing with that. By the way, let's say action, expression, and type. Now let's put, for example, dancing and smiling beautiful girl. Now I'm gonna give action, expression, and type, and actor, right? So now I'm gonna get here. I'm gonna say dancing and smiling beautiful girl. Also the gerundio, is amazing way to do. So dancing and smiling beautiful girl. That's how we keep giving meaning and under control what we're doing here. Okay. Now let's play a little bit more. Let's change a little bit the subject and let's play a little further now what we can do with those elements. We can do imagine. Let's do dancing, jumping, and screaming. A fat, blonde, toddler girl. So let's give a lot of elements now to the thing. So now I'm doing dancing, jumping, and screaming. Look, I'm giving now three actions: dancing, jumping, and screaming. Fat, blonde, toddler girl. So I'm giving. I'm saying that my subject is fat and blonde is a toddler. So I'm giving 3 typifications, and I'm saying it's a girl. I'm still totally under control because right now I got my subject growing on what I already envision as a scene that I want. Depending on what I want, of course. Here we are. I'm really going somewhere just to show that my subject still here is a girl, toddler girl, beautiful girl, whatever you want that we're using here. But you see, I'm just playing with all those elements that is intangible, but MidJourney we understand. So right now I'm going dancing, jumping, screaming, fat, blonde, toddler girl, and now I can start and put down the interactions or the things that happen with that. So now we have here that go. And you see everything I'm writing down is here right now. Dancing, jumping, screaming, fat, blonde, toddler girl. So I could get all those things to put in comma as well, but so far now I'm putting everything in the right order, everything in the right sense. MidJourney will not skip any of the elements that I'm giving. So again, if you come here and watch on the planet here, we still are under control. So action, expression, and type. Some people will say like this: oh no, MidJourney don't care about the order of the things. MidJourney don't care about the sense you say. It does matter because right now we are under control of the meaning of what we want to do. Even though MidJourney will be able to grab all this and build up something, you will not be under control of what you are doing, what you're creating as an artist. And that's what I wanted to do. I don't want you to treat MidJourney as a random processor of words. So I'm writing all those words here, let's see what MidJourney makes. And that's crazy. So that's another type of game. So we now have, I know exactly what I want. I want a dancing, jumping, and screaming fat toddler girl. And now let's keep giving more things around this girl here. Now I'm gonna do this. Now I'm gonna put imagine. Oops. Imagine. I'm gonna click. Imagine. I'll put now dancing, jumping, and screaming toddler girl. And now I'm gonna start decorating this girl with the interaction part now. I will put using glasses, okay, and now we're gonna get it on the another part now of the subject. My subject is the girl. My subject is the girl, is a toddler, which is screaming, jumping, screaming. And now I'm gonna say here, and she use the glasses. Because why are you putting glasses after? If I put the glasses before the girl, MidJourney might draw the glasses sometimes, even separate from the girl. Because now the subject can be the glasses. So everything that's gonna have physical elements that are gonna be in the picture, it's always good to use after the main actor. Okay. So see now here we have the girl using the thing. So this is what I'm saying. Order matters. If I put glass before, it would be very hard, because how can I put glass before? Because my things has a meaning. I will put dancing, jumping, screaming, glasses, using glasses. It would be weird, you know. So that's the point. That's why it helps you to understand the right order when you use the normal English way of saying things. So I have a dancing, jumping, screaming, fat blonde girl using glasses, and I can go more. I can go further. I can do, like, for example, dancing, jumping thing is toddler girl. The toddler girl using glasses and a cap hat for New York Giants. I'm going even further now. I'm now giving a hat, and I'm typifying the hat, because hat is also an element that I can give thing. As I could do it in the glasses as well. A glass color red I could put. I can start typifying all those elements. But right now I'm just saying, dancing, jumping, and screaming, a fat blonde toddler girl using glasses and a cap hat for New York Giants. So my cat for sure, if I put in different order, would appear in different places, would be a little mess, different way of seeing. So right now, the MidJourney will understand what is my main subject is doing, will draw my main subject, which is a girl, and it will put the hat. Even though MidJourney analyze everything that I'm trying to say at once, he will understand what is what in this picture here. Okay, so the MidJourney has a limit on number of elements he can really control. David, the CEO, sometimes speaks about that, and they are putting more processing in the machine. So normally, you start describing more than 3-4 elements, okay, physical elements in the picture. Normally, MidJourney confused. So I will try here one move. For example, I will try to put the headphones in the girl now. I will put element number 3 that I could be describing. So let's try. Let's see what happens. 3 sometimes happens. 3% times with reloads will happen. And I will give you how is the way to circumvent this problem. I will explain. Same thing, for example, on reaction as well. I put dancing, jumping, screaming. Normally 3 to 4 relative they can make. If I put, for example, jumping, dancing, screaming, and clapping, it would be hard already to MidJourney be able to do more than 3 or 4 elements. So that's why we need to start using some other elements that we can with one sentence give all the meaning possible. So for example, when I say dancing, jumping, and screaming, I could say very exciting, toddler. I can say something, because when you're excited, what do you do? When someone is excited, normally they jump and scream and they dance. So that's the way we circumvent this problem by having very few elements. Sometimes if I was describing, for example, the girl with New York Giants with headphones, so I still got it. See, that's good. I got here the girl, the toddler, right? She was using glasses. I kept on New York Giants and headphones. I got 3 elements. Okay, so let's put one more element here to see, because I want to push the limit so you guys see it happen. Right now, I'm under control of everything here. But let's add one more element now to the subject. Now let's put dancing, jumping, screaming blonde girl using glasses, hat, and for New York Giant headphones and a boxing glove. Let's see what's gonna happen. I want to put the 4th element on the girl here. I believe that some element will sacrifice, or it will sacrifice normally it will sacrifice the most complex. Normally it will sacrifice the New York Giants hat. I can be wrong, but some subject will be sacrificed, or the glasses, or the hat, or the headphones. 4 elements is way too much. Even sometimes when you do some reloads, you might get, but if you're gonna lose some other things. Okay, see, as I was expecting, I lost the New York Giants hat on most of them. Some of them I lost. I don't have the gloves. So you see, because it's a fourth element, there is a limitation now. By the way, this limitation will not exist one day. They are working to get more processing on things. So here you go. See, well, oops. Hold on, position. Where I am. So yeah. So see, when I start giving more elements, it took out the cloves, it took out it made a many box, so it confused everything. So I see up to 3 elements, I was super under control. So when I put the boxing glove now, the things got a little too much for the thing. And we have an old one here, dancing and screaming fat ball using glasses and cap hat for New York Giants. 2 elements, super easy, right? Now you see that. So we are under control. And by the way, see again, we are not using the things. But as I was saying about try to group things of elements to make easier to MidJourney for let's put the instead of putting dancing, jumping, screaming, fat blown growth on the grow, I will put now excited and happy, fat blown growth. So for example, we're gonna be shorter. So the shorter the prompt when you're under control is the better, okay? So I just put this, excited and happy, fat blonde toddler grow, New York Giants fan wearing cap, glasses, and boxing glove. I will keep the 4 elements, but I'm trying now to help them on the other elements here that I was giving a lot of actions here. I try to see now if it make it easier for MidJourney. So as an AI artist, one thing that we need to understand is control the limits of the canvas that we have. Okay, it's like control the limit of the canvas that we have. We can put a lot of elements. We can. I have seen, for example, people sometimes make gigantic prompts there. There are, oh my God, 15 elements, and of course, you look at the pictures, only 3 of them, and because of this, because it's not possible. I cannot. I wish I could. On each element, okay, I have 3 for the this is the first part. Let me show you here. So I have 3 for the actions, expression, and type. I can use 3 stuff here, or even 4 or 5, depending if they are very similar. I have 3 here for the interactions and things that's happening, the character is using, things like that. Okay, and by the way, I'm gonna have also 3 or 4 for the background, for the environment, and all of those are gonna be on 3 or 4. Okay, I'm gonna show you this to you guys. Let's continue here. So okay, so right now, failed to put up the job. This is trees. Hold on. Imagine. Let's put here excited, happy, and then girl. We got some error here from. Okay, excited and happy, fat blonde girl, New York Giants fan. Oh, by the way, that's important as well. Instead of saying that I want a hat with New York Giants hat, I'm just saying it's a New York Giants fan. And that's also I make easier for them, because now I'm using what we call an aesthetic. Aesthetic is something that have a lot of elements sometimes on one word only. So see that when I put now a New York Giants fan, you gotta put shirts of New York Giants, you're gonna put the hat of New York Giants, you're gonna use one element. So I can use excited, which englobes a lot of reactions of the human. I can put one aesthetic that can englobe a lot of close elements, right? So for example, then let's give a very basic example. I could describe what is a cyberpunk aesthetic. I could say leather jack with metal details, lights, LEDs, implants, and wire connections to the body. I can describe the whole cyberpunk aesthetic. This will be a lot to process. So what we do, and by the way, I have a gigantic list. Obviously, I can show you guys later. So what we do, we use an aesthetic. Instead of saying the New York Giants hat and shirt, this I can say a New York Giants fan. I'm using an aesthetic of a New York Giants fan. So here we go. So now we have everything. Now we still got the headphone sacrifice. I put the headphones. I did put the headphones, but see, but we almost have everything. So let's go and make a test. If I get this situation right now, which I'm totally under control, and write down a comma prompt like toddler, grow, excited, hat, fat, blonde, New York Giants cap, hat, glasses, boxing gloves, headphones. Let's see what's gonna happen. So look, now this is how people who have no much idea what they are doing, but they just want the MidJourney to figure out for them, make a prompt. Toddler, grow, excited, hat, fat, blonde, New York Giants cap, hat, glasses, boxing gloves, headphones. it's ugly, right? I feel that we are just MidJourney is so good that he probably gonna give you something very similar to what we have right now, because he understand. And by the way, I'm only able to write very good elements like this as well because I have done this exercise of developing the artwork that I want in my head. Because if I was the beginning, I would not be able to write all this. And if you, and that's why sometimes you see many prompts of many people very makes no sense. One thing they ask, two things that are contradictory sometimes. So right now I can even distill my prompt in words like this and let MidJourney think for me, because I know exactly what I want. Oh, see, it works. It's gonna give you all the elements as well, but I'm totally letting MidJourney decide for me, because now I want to go further about this, because right now, okay, we build up our character, our main actor at this, but right now she's not doing anything. So now let's go here to our prompt. Let's go back here to our prompt, and let's go and let's move forward. Now let's go. Oops, I'm sorry about this one. This is right. Now let's go here and let's go to the surroundings, because this is also part of the thing. So we got the setup, the subject, the interactions that you're having. Now let's go the interactions with the surroundings. Interactions are connector. Okay, I did not interactions of her with herself, which is the clothes and the elements they are using. Okay, now let's talk about the surroundings. So let's get this girl now and let's put her on the stand. Okay, so let's get here. Imagine. Excited, happy, a born flat girl, New York Giants fan, wearing a cap, glasses, boxing gloves, sitting at the stand. Okay, now look this. I did a dot sitting at the stand. I could do a comma, I could do anything. Okay, I just this one it made sense for me, which I'm writing to MidJourney understand that I write most English as possible. So I describe the girl. Now I put that out. Sitting on the stand. Okay, and let's see now. So see, I still have all my elements. I didn't sacrifice any of my elements. And now I have my subject sitting at the stand. It is drawing for us, and it's still being my fat toddler girl with boxing gloves sitting in the stand. I decided to take out the headphones because, as I said, 4 elements is too much, so I'm not using more the headphones. If I wanted the headphones more important than the box glove, I could take the box glove out to put the headphones. But what I would not do is this: is try to write everything and let MidJourney decide what was taken out. By the way, he's taking out the headphones here. So the last one. So let's get on the thing here. Okay. So now it's at the stand. I can give you much more information now, because as you know now, I create a new object now, which I can give more information, which is the surrounding. So let's go here and put, let's get our excited, have fat, blonde girl on the stand. Okay, let's do one thing here. To add more elements now, as we learned on the videos before, we can also start to play with the camera. But let's do like this. Let's put sit at the stand of a football stadium, and now we're gonna think like this. Okay, and that's all makes sense what I'm saying. Okay, but football stadium of any stadium in the stand look alike a lot. So she can be sitting on a baseball stadium, on a basketball stadium, a hockey stadium, on any kind of stadium, right? Because we don't see now. So what I want to do now to show that she's in that football stadium, the last video before this one was like this. I can get the camera now and put camera, for example, in back view. That's gonna be loop the video, or side view if I want to. Let's do both. Let's do the both cases. Let's see which one I get more using the knowledge we got from the last video. And look how interesting now. Now on this one here, although I was not planning, but that's how this video went too. I will put here the prompt that we are doing. Now look at this. If you go back to the prompt here that we are working on, I'm gonna now play with the setup. Just want a little bit detail on this video, because I don't want to play with much of this. I will put here one setup is the camera. I want to put here now. I would put 2 cases. I would put here side view, and I put here back view. Very basic camera that I explain on the first thing. I'm not treating it as a scene. You know what I'm saying? I'm just position my camera. Now we're gonna have more feeling of what kind of stadium, hopefully. Besides, I'm not sure if they will give that much feelings as well, but in the back, probably I will get a much better feeling of what kind of stadium we are talking about here. And by the way, I have the feeling that that we should hold on, let me see. Oh, see, this is what I said. See that? Now here when I put the back camera, I have much more feel of football stadium, right? I have now it looks like more a football stadium. By the way, it looks even more like a football stadium for the Giants. So that's MidJourney helping us to make sense. So I still have my pet little girl with boxing gloves and hats and having fun at the stadium, excited at the stadium. So let now give it this, and this is advanced. Maybe this not make much difference, but I also could do like this. I could say what's happening on the background, and normally I say that doing like this. For example, the back view, okay, the excited, happy, fine, the girl, sitting at the stand of a football stadium, football games happening in the background. We can say actions in the background. This works very well with MidJourney. So I'm gonna put this football happening in the background. So my subject now. Okay, I'm just doing one thing out of the description of the subject, which is the camera view, just to give us the better feel of what we are doing. But so far, this whole video, I'm talking English. I'm not talking terms, and I'm talking something that makes sense. I know exactly what kind of actor I wanted to draw. It is drawing exactly what I wanted. It's doing exactly what I wanted with the elements exactly that I wanted. I'm in control of everything. And by the way, I even touched the limit, and I know exactly what's the limit for the MidJourney right now. And this is how we control other scene. You can play with anything, okay? Of course, that I'm putting this. So that's it. I think that we are now on the full control of the scene. Yeah, game happening, football game happening. We could do some reloads here. Of course, the quality now is not so good. So let's give some quality now. Just to wrap up now, what would it be? Is since I put the camera view here, let me finish here with some quality points here. Because we are here on the prompt here. So I gave it the camera here, a very basic setup. I put the setup, interaction, surround. Now let's give some text styles and just some parameter just to wrap up this, and maybe I use as the background of this video. So put it, imagine, let's put here a back view, football game happening in the background. Let me copy, because I have this here already, copying. Okay, let's give now high details. Just to give something, let's put spotlights. Stadiums have spotlights, and I will talk about the spotlights. Cinematic lighting, Ultra HD, 8K. So I finished the tech things, okay? And by the way, and that's why many people are treating subjects and description of your subject like with the technical stuff as well. Because those, writing this way, the technical stuff is the way of doing. I don't need to put here, film it with, and I don't need to put all those terms here. Although, you can put as well, it's good sometimes. But right now I can go like this. I can just give the terms that for MidJourney to understand everything I want to be added as tech on the thing, okay? And let's give a parameter. Let's put aspect ratio 3:2. And that's it. Let's do twice just to have a better luck. And guys, that's pretty much my point here. So to wrap up, get the understand what you want to draw, go adding slowly the elements, go building up your story, go building up your character, give the elements, give the clothing that you want, put like this all the time. Think what kind of aesthetic I can use to maybe make it easier. I have okay, let me talk a little bit about the what I have here. I have not this one. I have those who are on my Patreon, those in my Patreon, they have access to a database of I think I have the aesthetic that I put here. Let me bring it here for you guys to see. Those who are members of my Patreon, you guys have access to one of hold on. Okay, as I was saying, those who are member of my Patreon, they have access to some of to many. I have several database here, and one of that they have access to this one here, which is pretty much a list of several aesthetics. I will be updating this more and more. If you're gonna need to be updated with more, this one here as well. But those who are member of my Patreon, they have access to sometimes aesthetic that can resume a lot of descriptions that you want to give to your characters. Okay. And that's it, guys. We have here our girl, our fat toddler girl, giant fans in the stadium with all the elements we control. I lost here the boxing gloves, but pretty much an excess of elements maybe that we are using. But I hope it was helpful. I hope it was something that you guys understand. You guys start playing more with the subject, and please control it. Write down the subject you want, explaining the elements that you want for MidJourney. Don't put comma for your subject and for things like that. I hope this video helpful. I hope that structure is helpful. By the way, I will put that structure here on the comments, because I do think this is a very valid structure that I have been using a lot. So I'm gonna put the structure there as well. And guys, thank you so much. Have amazing time creating and playing with your subject and helping MidJourney understand what you want. Okay, bye bye. Thank you.